Hey everybody over at movies.com. It is the Schmoes Know Movie Show. I'm Christian.
And I am Mark. Christian, this weekend in theaters, Need for Speed, based on the popular video game, and starring Aaron Paul in the driver's seat, and everybody knows him from the hit TV show Breaking Bad.
That's right. He was a TV star in his own right. People absolutely, one of the most popular shows of all time, so you just associate him right away with Breaking Bad, and now he's trying to break out as a movie star. There have been tons of actors and actresses that have done that, so that would be our list. Here is the top 5 actors to movie stars of all time.
And my word, we always complain about this, and oh no, this was the hardest list to do. This was the hardest list we have ever had to compile, simply because there's so many names, narrowing it down to the top 5. But I gotta tell you, my friend, I'm pretty happy with this list.
I am too, because I think that we hammered out our criteria well. And from that, there are gonna be a lot of people like, what about this guy? And hopefully we tell you why they didn't make the list.
But here's who did make the list. At number 5 is a gentleman who has won an Oscar. He's been acclaimed as maybe the funniest human being to ever live, and he came on the television scene with such an explosion that I don't know was ever seen before or since, and that would be Robin Williams. He went from Mork and Mindy to TV stardom to movie stardom with roles like Good Morning Vietnam and Good Will Hunting.
And that was the thing, though. Again, so that's the criteria as far as like how big they were a star in TV, were they known from TV, and how did they do once they hit the movies. And Robin Williams didn't hit right away. It took him a little while, because Popeye, he did with Robert Altman, and that thing bombed. And then it was Good Morning Vietnam was like his last crack at the movies, and that catapulted him into the movie star we know today.
And he is hysterical, make no doubt about it.
Now
Christian,
he's back on TV.
Who's number 4?
Number 4, that would be a man who cannot pronounce Broadway singers' names, but he has a great hairpiece, and that would be John Travolta.
And I don't know about the hairpiece part, but he certainly is worthy of this list, because when he was Vinnie Barbarino on Welcome Back, Kotter, hey, Mr. Kotter! He was the star of that show, with all due respect to Mr. Gabe Kaplan. And then he went right from there to Grease and to Saturday Night Fever and Staying Alive, and he was the biggest star on the planet.
Yeah, Saturday Night Fever was the first one that he did. He really broke out to, and he just had that thing, that chemistry. You're like, wait a minute, that guy not only popped on TV, look at him, he's a movie star. And then he hit it. It was like, oh, that's it, his career's done. And then guess Mr. Tarantino came into his life, boom, came back again. He's one of the biggest stars out there forever. Controversies or not, he is perfect for this list.
That's right, he's earned a few massages in his day. Okay, at number 3 is, he was my favorite TV star as a kid, then he turned into my favorite movie star, and that would be the man that played Alex P. Keaton on Family Ties, and then later Marty McFly in the Back to the Future franchise, Mr. Michael J. Fox.
Alex P. Keaton is still one of the most recognizable TV characters of all time, and Eric Stoltz was actually cast in Back to the Future.
Fun fact.
They really wanted Michael J. Fox, but because of Family Ties, he couldn't make the commitment. So they made sure they shot it. They realized this isn't the guy. We need Michael J. Fox, and they brought him in, and there you had it. Between that and then Teen Wolf came out the same year.
That's right.
Boom, superstar.
Yeah, love Michael J. Fox. Still one of my favorite actors of all time. Christian, number 2.
Man, this was tough. It's really hard to not give this guy the number 1 spot, but that would be probably every guy wants to be this man, and that would be one George Clooney. You see, you can say ER, but he didn't start on ER. He started on Facts of Life. It started Facts of Life was first, then ER was the one, that was the show. They went, whoa, this guy, they recognized him as the doctor on ER.
Yeah, everybody knew him from ER, and then when he went into movies, it wasn't as rough of a transition as Robin Williams dealing with Popeye, but George Clooney, he was like in The Peacemaker, and then he was in Out of Sight with Jennifer Lopez.
That was a Steven Soderbergh first collaboration.
Yeah, they'd have some other good collaborations. Then we did Ocean's 11, and then he just turned into the movie star that we all know and a lot of models love today.
He's such a big movie star, he survived Batman and Robin. That's how good he is. But
Chris O'Donnell, back on TV.
Right. Now, going back, who could be the best? Who is number 1? Who is the transition from TV to movie star? Mark?
Hey. From West Philadelphia, born and raised, all the way to Independence Day, Mr. Will Smith. There's been no bigger TV star, perhaps, in the early 90s, and no bigger movie star than Will Smith in the late 90s.
He's kind of hurt himself recently with After Earth and putting his kid and everything, but that doesn't take away from what he has done. He started out as a rapper, going to a TV star, turning the TV star into super megastar, $25 million picture actor. And again, you talk about presence on screen, and this guy's got it.
And there's been some debate as to whether Will Smith wants to be a part of Independence Day too. Maybe he should just reboot the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air sitcom and then just kind of redo his whole career, right?
It'd be tough. But that's our list.
Honorable mentions. I mean,
we literally could have done a top 20 of this list. It was so hard. But here are some of our honorable mentions. We've got a lot of them. You want to go? What do you got?
Yeah, I have some females because we didn't have any females in the top 5. But Jennifer Aniston was really, really close to being on the cusp. Lisa Kudrow and Monica. Courtney Cox also had nice careers, more in TV than anything else. And then Blake Lively from Gossip Girl may get there one day. Mila Kunis from that 70s show, but she was in Ted.
And a lot of people are, maybe if you're screaming out, well, what about Kristen Wiig or even going into
Eddie Murphy, Bill Murray, Dan Aykroyd.
We just said that any variety shows we weren't covering. Maybe we'll cover the variety shows on some other time.
Be a fun list because you could also put Goldie Hawn in there from Laughing. You put Jim Carrey, Jamie Foxx from In Living Color.
Look, listen, this is we got a lot of people here. If you want to go with I'm Not Famous Anymore, Shia LaBeouf, you can go Seth Rogen, James Franco. I mean Johnny Depp, Leonardo DiCaprio.
How did we leave off? He really wanted Tom Hanks on the list, but it was just Bosom Buddies. I just didn't think was as big of a TV show as these other ones we're talking about. Bruce Willis.
Bruce Willis was a guy. He was in our list for a very long time, going from Moonlighting to Die Hard. But the problem with Bruce Willis was from Die Hard until like Die Hard 2, which was like a 3-year period, he did really nothing as far as movies go.
Look, it was really hard, and for all you TV stars that became movie stars that we didn't get on the list, we're really sorry. We'll try harder next time. But you know what? You try to crack that top 5.
We'd love to get your choices. Go ahead and list your top 5 in the very comment section here and tell us who are the best TV to movie stars.
That's why the internet's here, guys. If for nothing else, then comments and, you know, nice things about us that you want to say. Also in theaters this weekend is going to be Bad Words, a spelling bee movie with Jason Bateman, who, by the way, started out on The Hogan Family, I believe. Yes. And then you also have Enemy with Jake Gyllenhaal. Not sure if he was ever on a TV show. And the Veronica Mars movie, which is a TV thing turned... My head's exploding with so much TV to movie madness.
So, for the Schmoes Know Movie Show, I am Christian.
And I am Mark. We'll see you guys out there on the big screen, and then maybe if that doesn't go well, on the small screen.